What's up everyone? Welcome to TrailerSpot, and today we will be talking about the best upcoming movies. Spider-Punk is joining Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse, with Get Out star Daniel Kaluuya voicing the Marvel character. Sony Pictures found great success in launching a new Spider-Man franchise in 2018 with the release of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The animated multiverse movie featured Miles Morales in the lead role and introduced audiences to Peter B. Parker and Spider-Gwen. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse earned mass acclaim, including winning Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, and gave Sony confidence to confirm 2 more movies were on the way. Although Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is not slated to debut in theaters until June 2nd, 2023, Sony already began the film's promotional campaign to tease the next adventure centered around Miles Morales. The trailer teased Miles traveling the multiverse again and encountering Spider-Man 2099, who was teased in the first movie's post-credits. The movie's dazzling animation and unique style have made the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel one of the most anticipated movies of next year. But it also helps that it has an incredible creative team and cast assembled. There is now confirmation of another hero appearing in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, as The Hollywood Reporter shares that Daniel Kaluuya will voice Hobart Toby Brown, aka Spider-Punk. The character was created in 2015 by Dan Slott and Oliver Coipel. He becomes a punk-themed Spider-Man in a universe where Norman Osborn is the President of the United States. This marks the second Marvel role for Daniel Kaluuya, as he played W'Kabi in Black Panther. He is also known for his lead roles in Jordan Peele's Nope and his Oscar-winning performance in Judas and the Black Messiah. Ryan Reynolds reveals where Marvel currently is with the script for Deadpool 3 and when filming could potentially start. Following his portrayal and disastrous depiction of the character in X-Men Origins Wolverine, Reynolds has fought to have a proper depiction of Deadpool make it to the big screen. His dream came true with the 2016 release of his own self-titled movie, thrilling audiences with its rated-R violence and humor. Since then, Reynolds has been seen as the definitive actor for the Merc with the Mouth and reprised his role in the sequel, Deadpool 2. Following the purchase of 20th Century Fox by Disney, fans and audiences rejoiced over the prospect of finally seeing X-Men and Fantastic Four characters finally interacting within the main Marvel Cinematic Universe. So far, the biggest Fox-supplied addition to the MCU's upcoming lineup is Deadpool 3. Directed by Reynolds' frequent collaborator Sean Levy, the movie will mark Deadpool's MCU debut and feature the highly anticipated return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Deadpool 3 is currently set for release in November 2024. Reynolds now gives SiriusXM an update on where Deadpool 3 is in the scripting phase and when filming will begin. The movie has been in development for years now, leading to much interest in when it will move into production. While filming isn't imminent, Reynolds sounds optimistic about Deadpool 3's timeline. He said, "Yeah, well, like I don't take it for granted. I get to work with not one, but 2 of my closest friends in Sean Levy and Hugh Jackman on that movie. And we are quite literally up to our necks right now in prep and still writing. I mean, the writing process on Deadpool movies doesn't really end until they take the movie away from us. Literally, like they have to snatch the microphone out of my hand in the edit room. Production should start, hopefully sometime just before summer, but the shooting is the short, easier part. Then it's the lead-up, the prep, the writing. The shooting's quick, then you have the edit process. That's where the movie gets really made, is the edit room." Reynolds has had big plans for Deadpool for years and is known for dropping numerous teases across his career. Ever since test footage of Reynolds as Deadpool leaked and drummed up interest in the movie, the actor has not dimmed down his love of the character, expertly portraying him as accurately to the comics as possible. Initially, Reynolds was limited to how much he could play with the character, but now it is clear that he's very involved with where Deadpool is going next. While some might be concerned that Deadpool 3 is still being written, Reynolds' update is actually a positive sign. With only mere months left until filming is to begin, it actually isn't too surprising that the script is still being worked on. This process takes time, and Reynolds appears very comfortable over where it is currently going. The fact that he is so determined to get the story right is actually a very positive sign for the highly anticipated movie. Viewers can rest easy knowing that with the trustworthy team of Reynolds, Feige, and Levy, Deadpool 3 will be a blast when it finally hits theaters. Keanu Reeves is returning as John Wick for the upcoming spin-off movie, Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas. The first John Wick spin-off comes as part of Lionsgate's plans to expand the original action franchise that helped rejuvenate Reeves' career. The female-led assassin spin-off is confirmed to come out after Keanu Reeves returns as the hitman again in John Wick Chapter 4. The franchise set up the spin-off in John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, by having Reeves' character visit the ballerina school that trained female assassins. It has now been revealed by Collider that Keanu Reeves is returning as John Wick in the spin-off movie Ballerina. The report states that Reeves is currently in Prague to film his role in the movie, which officially began production this week. The news comes alongside reports that Ian McShane is returning as well for the John Wick spin-off as Winston, the manager of the Continental. There is no word on how big Keanu Reeves' ballerina role is. It also marks a reunion between Keanu Reeves and Ana de Armas after starring together in Knock Knock and Exposed. 1st, 2023. Following his surprise return in Black Adam, Henry Cavill reveals how long he plans to play Superman in the DC universe. The beloved British actor made his debut as the Kryptonian superhero in 2013's Man of Steel, which was intended to jumpstart what was formerly known as DC Extended Universe, with Cavill as the face of the franchise. Cavill returned in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League. And though all three of Zack Snyder's DCEU entries were met with mixed responses and somewhat underwhelming box office returns, Cavill quickly became beloved in the role. Once Snyder exited the DC franchise, Cavill's Superman surprisingly fell to the wayside, with reports indicating he would not be returning to the role. Following an extended period of uncertainty and rumors, Cavill made his triumphant return as Superman during Black Adam's post-credits scene. The surprise cameo signaling Superman's return to the DCU and inspiring hope for the future. Following Black Adam's release, Cavill said his post-credits Superman cameo was just a small tease for what's to come, though it's unclear exactly how long he will be sticking around. During a recent interview with Extra TV, promoting Enola Holmes 2, Cavill revealed how long he plans to play Superman in the DCU. The Clark Kent actor says he is humbled to be back and plans to play Superman for many years to come, as long as he does justice by the character. With the previous film already hinting at his return, Stephen Lang teases plans may be in the works for a Don't Breathe 3. Lang led the cast of the first two horror movies as Norman Nordstrom, better known as the Blind Man, a US Navy SEAL veteran who picked up near superhuman hearing abilities in the wake of being injured during the Gulf War. The original Don't Breathe film saw the Blind Man square off against a trio of home invaders, looking to take the money hidden in his rundown Detroit home, while the second saw him trying to rescue a young girl he claims to be his daughter, though their ties are more. In a recent interview with ComingSoon.net to discuss the horror thriller Old Man, Stephen Lang opened up about the various sequels he's been involved with throughout the years. When looking specifically at the Don't Breathe franchise, the Blind Man actor discussed how he separates his iconic horror character in his brain, while teasing plans to return to him for a Don't Breathe 3. He said, "Well, it depends on the role. I find with the sequels you're talking about, Don't Breathe, it's not difficult for me to open the door into the blind man's brain, you know? It's not a place I want to spend a huge amount of time, unless that's what I'm doing. And when I'm doing it, when I'm in the Blind Man, it's a very interesting place to be. I've enjoyed, if that's the right word, but I guess it is. I enjoyed filming Don't Breathe and Don't Breathe 2 very, very much, just as I plan to enjoy filming Don't Breathe 3. Actor Ryan Reynolds recently revealed that it was Hugh Jackman's idea to return as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Beginning in 2000 with X-Men, Jackman portrayed the adamantium-clawed mutant in every 20th Century Studios X-Men film. As one of the more popular X-Men characters, he was given 3 Wolverine-centric spin-off movies. Although the films did not begin well with the much-maligned X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Wolverine fared better with critics and audiences, leading to Logan, the most positively received X-Men film in the entire franchise. Logan was intended to be Jackman's final performance in the role, but in September, Reynolds announced that Jackman will officially return as Wolverine in Deadpool's Marvel Cinematic Universe debut, Deadpool 3. The news has caused the hype surrounding the upcoming film to skyrocket, as speculation has run rampant regarding how Jackman will return to the role. Although the 2 actors and real-life friends released a recent video humorously revealing Deadpool 3's plot and the highly anticipated superhero team-up, details regarding the X-Men star's return and various canon issues remains under wraps. In a recent interview with Collider, Reynolds revealed that it was Jackman's idea to return to Wolverine in Deadpool 3. The Deadpool star explained that he had originally pitched a Deadpool-Wolverine MCU film following the Disney-Fox merger, but was rejected by Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. However, Reynolds admitted that it was Jackman who called him and initiated his return. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.